always available. We're a 24-hour facility. We provide around-the-clock services. So the staff are always ready, willing, and able to assist the residents with any of their needs at any time of the day. Our goal is always a 1-to-8 ratio when it comes to staffing with Sacred Heart, because healthcare, there's never enough hands, but we always want to be able to provide the best quality of care that we can, and we feel like the best way to do that is to have an adequate and an accurate staffing to resident ratio. We do kind of an on-the-spot training when it comes to our dementia care, which is, we're very proud of the program that we've created. And one of the benefits of the unit itself is just that my office is right on the unit, so I'm right in the action. And I think the best way to teach is kind of in the moment. You can sit staff through video trainings and simulation trainings, but until you're actually utilizing the skill and actually practicing the skill, it really doesn't really sink in. And then once you kind of see that light or that aha moment, once the staff utilizes a skill and it actually was successful, it becomes engraved in them and part of how they provide care. With every resident living with dementia, every approach to them is going to be different, and every situation is going to be different. So again, it's a lot of kind of keeping on your toes and kind of anticipating the residents' needs. So continuity is important when it comes to that as well, making sure that we know the residents as best as forward and backwards as we can, and then all the preamble work that we do prior to the resident's admission, such as our memory care insights to caregiving guide, really does help us kind of get to know the resident pre-disease, so this way we can anticipate their needs post-disease. We like to keep the family involved, and the best way to do that is early transition into the department or into the unit. If we can get the resident in earlier, we can get them acclimated better when they are at their higher functioning. So as they do continue to decline, because we know dementia is progressive, it makes it that much easier, and they're already in tune with the function of the unit. They're already in tune with the day-to-day living. Early intervention is key and important when it comes to providing successful care. As that resident starts to progress, the disease process takes a toll not only on the resident, but it also takes a toll on the family member. And again, it is that progressive disease. So again, if we can get that intervention in early, we can get that acclimation in early. As that individual progresses within the disease process, the family kind of already has a basis, an understanding, but also they've gone through some of the education that we can provide, or we've had those family meetings to kind of give them an idea of what to expect. Every case is going to be different, but we want to at least have that preemptive conversation with them and say, this is what this pathway or this journey potentially could look like, so that way they're prepared, they've educated themselves, they utilize the tools available to be ready for this journey, because that's exactly what it is. So we coined the phrase the stellar program, if you will. So ultimately what happens is, upon a resident's admission onto the unit, we kind of evaluate their cognitive abilities. We monitor them, we see what their participation is and what their abilities are while on the unit, and we categorize them into what we call either a sun, a moon, or a star level. Based off of that, we're going to do what's called breakout groups. So we're going to do smaller, more personalized individual activities with that group of people. So again, we can hit that cognitive need that they have, and they can actually get the enrichment out of the activity. It's very important to understand that there's a difference between activity and enrichment, and we want everything that we're doing with the residents to be fulfilling to them and actually give them purpose and meaning. When we break down an assisted living facility, or any care type facility, but especially assisted living, the staff and the residents are our bread and butter. That is our backbone to the organization, and without a quality staff to be able to provide quality care to the residents that we serve, we're just not a facility, we're a building.